What is going on, Bucas Nation? Welcome back to another Uncle Bucas video. I've stepped out of the truck into the studio, and today we're going to be ranking some music YouTubers, and I'm very pissed off right now, right? I literally just shot this entire video for you, and my camera just decided to turn it into a .dat file instead of an MP4, so I couldn't use it. So I'm going to do it again for you, because that's how much I love you, Bucas Nation. If you're not sub, like, comment. We're going to get this party popping. All right, here we go. Ranking some music YouTubers. You have a lot of fine craft to pull from. So here is our ranking of music YouTubers, right? And the first one we're going to start off with is Mr. Andrew Bonando. He's really cool, but he is a discount American. He's a dollar store American. He's from Canada. So Mr. Bonando Galactic here. He does a lot of the metal stuff, right? I don't really listen to a lot of the screamy stuff. I do a little bit, but not too much, you know. Mainly states, you know, my Korn, my Limp Bizkit, you know, my new metal, my Pantera. That's where I stay, right? So he does a lot of stuff. He is a TikTok guy too, so make sure you follow him on here and you follow him on TikTok. Make sure you follow all the music YouTubers you go today because they're all great, right? So make sure you follow him. So he does TikTok stuff. He does covers. He just drop G stuff. He does drop draws. He just drop Z. There's a lot of cool stuff, right? Asking Alexander tuned down. Really cool stuff. What if Motley Crue tuned down? He's a lot of low stuff, right? He loves dropping the draws. Lots of low stuff. Like I said, he does a lot of shorts. He does some TikTok stuff. You need to check him out, man. He's really great. But this is what I don't get, right? As you can see, he has a lot of green, right? He has green right here. He has green guitars. The man's name is Bonando. Why not embrace the Bonando-ness and go YOLO? Go YOLO. Talk about Bonando. I'm Andrew Bonando. What's up, Bonando? So, you know, stuff. It writes itself, man. You need to think about this, man. This is great stuff. Wait a minute. Bananas are yellow, and they sometimes can also be green. Maybe he just likes really ripe bananas. That's what it is. It's gotta be. See, this dude's playing 5D chess. He got bigger brain than all of us, all right? Yes, bigger brain than all of us. He loves the green because he loves overripe bananas. It's great. So you need to check this dude out. So where would we rate Mr. Bonando? I mean, I knocked him that he is, you know, he's not American because, you know, America's the best. But, I mean, a dollar store American, got to put him in B. You know, Bonando B. It makes sense. All right, cool. Moving right along for Mr. Bonando. Ooh, there's a good one coming up. You see right here? Yeah. The Beer Gods, okay? Beer Gods is awesome. It's run by Mr. Trey Xavier here, Mr. You know, Beer Gods. Everything he does with beer. How Metallica writes a song with beer. Delete the beer. No, don't delete the beer. What is the delete this? No, you ain't deleting the beer. Delete the water. Drink the beer. Lots of good beer stuff. A perpetual beer machine. I want to become a beer machine. So you see, he does lots of cool stuff. He does lots of songs, you know, how to make a song with beer, how to brew. What he does is he brews a lot of beer. So he picks the perfect songs to play for the beer, so that way, you know, in the vats it comes out tasting a whole lot better. This dude's a genius, man. How to write a song as a ghost. The dude becomes a ghost writer. So this dude's amazing, right? You gotta check out Beer Gods. He drinks so much beer. He gains 0 weight. Dude is absolutely amazing. He has all the beer he could ever want, and he even has some dude playing a weird instrument to beer. This guy, he's a god. Okay, he is the beer god. So where would we put the beer gods? Where would we put these beer gods? In B. Absolutely makes sense. B, a beer god. Yes. So, okay, rolling along. As you can see, we're going to be following the list down here, as you can see on the chair list. Moving right along. Moving on to Mr. Ola Englund. Okay, Mr. Ola Englund is longtime fan of his. He does lots of cool stuff. His favorite band is Pantera. My favorite band is Pantera. So, obviously, that means that we're brothers. And this dude is great. He's located over in London, England. He does a lot of metal stuff too, sort of like Bonando, but he does it more. It's more straightforward type of stuff, more like England metal. But the cool thing I like, he does will it chug, right? So this is what he does. He takes beer, right, and as you can see right here, with a Fender ukulele chug, he sees if the ukulele can chug the beer just as well as he does. It's one of the coolest things you've ever seen. Now, he does do butt chugs, right? But he can't show that out here because he might get in trouble. So you gotta click the little join button right here. If you join, you get to see all the butt chugs. Really fantastic stuff. He has his own line of guitars that come with a free 6-pack of beer that you can chug. Like I said, big fan of the Panteras. I found Ola a very long time ago. I was living in my car. My mom accidentally locked me out of the house. I was flipping out, man. I was the lowest lows, and I found him. He was playing the Mesa Dual Rectifier, which is one of the best amps ever made. I was watching the video. It was speaking to me on a spiritual level. I mean, my mom eventually found their key, and we got back in the house. I only got to watch 2 minutes or so of the video, but oh man, it was so good. Love me, Mr. Ola Englund. Where should we put him? So we're gonna put him we're gonna put him in D, because D is close to England. It's close there, so that's where it's going. It just makes sense to me. So rolling right along, what do we have next? We have now this one's very close to my heart. Mr. David504. Okay, Mr. David504 is from the same area as Uncle Bucas, right? He's representing the 504. He's representing the 504 boy. So I'm a 504 boy. He's representing the New Orleans area. I can't, he's out there repping. And the cool thing about Mr. David is he's different from a lot of these other YouTubers, right? He plays bass, right? He is an expert angleman. He has plenty of different bass. He's won many different bass tournaments. He's such a good bass fisherman that excuse me, some people might get angry. YouTube gave him a diamond play button for all the bass that he has, and he's selling it to Mr. Beast. I mean, that makes sense. You catch a lot of bass Beast, you give it to Mr. It makes sense to me. He quit at one point. Things got pretty bad. He had to quit with the bass for a little bit, but he's back. I mean, don't worry. I know they gave people some scares. He knows Shrek. He plays bass. He goes bass fishing with Shrek. Lots of cool stuff here, man. I mean, if you're into bass and stuff like that, you need to check him out. David is a phenomenal guy. We're going to go back to the list here. And where do we put Mr. David? Mr. 504. He does a lot of bass. We're going to put him in B. He knows a lot of bass. So he's going to be in the B tier. It's great. Oh, man. The next one we got coming up, Mr. Gwen Flickler. I love me, Mr. Gwen Flickler. Because, okay, there's a cool thing about Mr. Gwen. He does not scream. He does not yell. He's a very calm man. He talks a lot like this. His voice is very soothing. Hello, I am Mr. Glenn Flickler, and today we're going to look at the top 5 rookie recording mistakes. He is very smooth talker. He does this thing with stupid musician text, right? That's what he does. He shows you how not to be stupid, right? He gets a lot of smart people that text him, so he shows you how big brains they have and how smart they are. That's what he does. He does talk to Iron Maiden sometimes, as you can see right here. And see, SMG, YouTube might get mad about me saying this, but he makes his own SMGs, right? YouTube may not like that, but this man makes his own product. Okay? I am for small business, and he is a small business, so he makes his own SMGs, which is fantastic. This is the cool thing about Gwen. He only uses guitar VSTs for everything. Hates real amps. He also hates real drums. He runs a studio, so if you bring him real stuff, he will not touch it. He is only about the VSTs. He is only about the trigger drums. He is only about the drum samples. Okay, that's why this man is so cool. Mixed metal drums, no real drums, only samples, only triggers. He loves the Axe FX3 too. Like, this dude hates amps, loves the Axe FX3. He loves the Line 6 Spiral. That's one of his favorite amps. Now, I know he said he hates real amps, but it's Line 6 technically not a real amp because it's solid state. Solid states aren't real amps, it's fake amps. So he still uses those fake amps. Lots of cool stuff. He makes his own SMGs, runs his own studio. He's very calm. He talks to you very calm. He does not yell. He shows you how to be smart. Where should we put Mr. Gwen Flickler? I'm going to put him in D tier. Why? Because D is close to G and his name is Gwen. So that is perfect. I mean, small businessmen, you need to support the small businessmen. It's very important. Who do we have next? Oh, this man keeps the internet clean. This man is a knight. Mr. Philip Stone Knight. I love Mr. Philip Stone Knight. Okay, it is rumored that he know your gear, right? He teaches you how to know your gear. He keeps his gear nice and clean, right? Because he's actually related to Mr. Clean. We have rumors that he's actually Mr. Clean's brother. He's never acknowledged this. I think he's kind of ashamed, but he is Mr. Clean's brother, from what I've heard, right? And you see, he has his finger on the pulse, right? He gatekeeps, right? So he knows what's going on. Why no bands at Coachella had Gibson? This dude knows, right? He keeps his stuff clean, right? Is his neck real? And he keeps it real. I mean, this dude keeps it real. He keeps it clean. He has his own podcast. Like this dude is the cleanest guitar guy on the internet. So you really have got to check him out. So where will we put the Clean Knight? The Clean Rot Knight. Where will we put the Clean Rot Knight? Where will we put him? S tier. Because he is super clean. That's what we are going to put Mr. Philip Stone McKnight. Moving right along. Alright, now this next guy, he's literally from outer space, right? Mr. Red Squirrel. Now, if you've ever watched any of the Marvel movies, you know you have the squirrels. He's actually a squirrel. So he changed his name from, like his first name is some crazy, it's like, sounds like, or something like that. So he that translates roughly into het, in English. And, you know, he kind of, to play on words, shill, skrill, you know, it's the same thing. So that's what he did right there. And, as you can see, so one of his powers, being that he's an alien, is he has sound, right? So he knows sound, like, you know, what's the orange sound, what's the blue sound, what's the green sound. He also, you know, he has some ties with Mr. Stone Knight, because, you know, he has Gibson. He knows Gibson personally. And, you know, he has this sounds, and he's also friends with another guy we're gonna be checking out pretty soon. I really love this dude. So he's friends with him. I mean, he's amazing, man. He's an alien, and he's living among us. It's among us. That's very sus. And, you know, it's very cool. And this is the thing with him. There's no plan B, right? So if you're with him, you either better be on the pill, or you better be ready to have a baby. There's no plan B with this man, all right? So moving right along. Where should we put the alien? I'm gonna put him in A. Oh, no. He's going in A. A is for alien. There we go. Now, this next guy we're looking at, he is friends with Mr. Skrill. As you can see, the pose. Let's go back right here. See, look, they have the same pose, so they're obviously friends. They obviously hang out. Mr. Rick Beatitude. Okay, now this is a cool thing about Mr. Rick Beatitude. His hair, he was born with white hair, and it was born straight up. He's like a Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z, right? His hair never moves ever. Okay, and this thing is everything music, man. This guy is insane. I gotta tell you a story, right? So, Beatitude has a thing called perfect pitch. And for those of you who don't know what perfect pitch is, the thing with that is he gets 0 signs from the catchers, right, when he's pitching. He knows the perfect pitches for every single situation, and it blows my mind that he's able to do this. So he cruised to single A and double A ball. He got to triple A. He was taking 0 signs. He was packing it in there. I mean, he'd have like 92 strikeouts a game. It was absolutely insane. Major League Baseball didn't like this, so they kicked him out of the league. And he was heartbroken, but his second love is music, so he went into music, and he's been very successful at it. I mean, he teaches you all kind of stuff. He still teaches people how to pitch. I mean, he sells some stuff on how to do the perfect pitch without getting any signs. He does that. He has lots of cool stuff. He plays guitar. He has 2 channels, dude. Like, check out, this dude's so gangster. He has 2 different channels. So, you know, Beatitude 1 and Beatitude 2. You know, Beatitude 3, Beatitude 4. Make sure you check him out, man. Go sub to his second channel. I love Mr. Beatitude. He's so great. He's the one who takes care of Mr. Skrill. It's not popping up, but they've done videos together, Mr. Skrill. He shows him the way. He shows him how to be a right human, which was very nice of him. So where should we put Mr. Beatitude B? You knew I was gonna put him here. You knew it. You knew what Uncle Bucas was thinking. B. You know, we got a B connection. Mr. Beatitude, perfect pitch man, better than Glavin, better than Cy Young himself. Mr. Beatitude with the perfect pitch. Now I've saved this last person for last. Some of you will know him, but I don't know if a lot of you know this, but Mr. Uncle Ben Eller. We're related. We're actually cousins. My dad and his dad are brothers. We are related, Uncle Ben. So, you know, I got to support my fam. This is the thing he does. He teaches you how to play guitar, right? He owns a yacht, right? Speaking of bass of his yacht, as you can see right here, he says yacht. He owns a yacht. So on this yacht, he teaches you how to play guitar, and he tells you that you suck. He's like, this is why you suck. This is why your mom sucks. This is why your dad sucks. So he shows you why you suck. See, he has a whole thing right here, a whole playlist of telling you why you suck. But he's not mean about it, right? Talks very smooth. He shows you how to play guitar. One of the best teachers that I know. I mean, he showed me some licks or two. You know, he's family, you know. So he showed me licks, and it's very great. See, he plays a little bass too, kind of like David504, representing the 504. And it's very great. He did a tribute to Taylor. We lost Taylor. It was so heartbreaking, man. Still don't, you know, he died way too young. R.I.P., my man. R.I.P. And Uncle Ben teaches you a lot of good stuff. I love Uncle Ben. He's so great. I love him so much. So where should we rank Uncle Ben? I see his family, you know, familia, the family. Who needs guitar when you have the family? Where should I put the fam, man? Where should I put the fam? Uncle Ben, oh B, you knew I was gonna do it. You knew it. It's not a coincidence here. We have a lot of B's going on here. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Mr. Gwen Flickler, he is a dollar store American. You know, he's from Canada. So him and Bonando are from Canada. I think everybody else is made in the USA like everything should be. So we got these guys ranked up here. Now, don't cry, because I know some of you look what you do, but my favorite YouTube. Tell me in the comments, guys. Perfect time for you to interact. Tell Uncle Bucas down in the comments what music YouTubers you want to see me rank next, okay? Light up those comments. Light up that like button. Light up that sub button, Bucas Nation, all right? Thank you for taking some time with me, hanging out with Uncle Bucas. We're stepping out of the truck. We might do some more videos like this, but it depends on you guys. If you like it, give me that like, give me that sub, give me that feedback, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.